hard to follow. Thank you, Bill, for those kind words of my brother. Today we honor my only brother, Larry Scott Newcomb. He was a husband, father, son, uncle, cousin, and many other great things. A lot of people are really hurt over this sudden death. This has sent shockwaves to our core, to our tight-knit family and extended family. I want to talk about my memories of my only brother, Scotty. He is 8 years older than me, and I will speak to some of his earlier funnier years before most of you knew him, and some other recent stories as well. We were and still are a very tight-knit family. We moved all over the country when we were young because my dad was in the Navy. And my first memories of my brother are him and I playing sports outside and playing his Atari. He made good grades and was the best role model a brother could have. He won all kinds of awards in high school for drawing. Later in school, he played varsity sports in Oklahoma and was always at the top of his class. We then moved to Philadelphia, where he graduated at Central, one of the best high schools in the country academically, and that is where he met his first girlfriend, Trish, as well. She worked at McDonald's. Scott went to a couple different high schools because my dad was in the Navy, and we traveled a lot, moved a lot, and our mom was what kept us together. She was our glue. He then went off to University of Arkansas and graduated an architectural degree, then went on to Harvard as well. In college, he drove an all-black Supra to school. It was my favorite car he ever owned. He used to drive, and back then our favorite song was listening to Midnight Oil. Our favorite song was The Beds Are Burning. Now for a funnier story of him. When he got back from college, his first job was with Stellar in Jacksonville. And we went offshore fishing with his boss and Adam. We were trolling over a school of kingfish, and we kept driving over the hole of fish, finally getting a bite. We went over that hole a few times and finally got that bite, and he picked up the pole and reeled the pole in. But he wasn't a very experienced fisherman. He reeled it in backwards and the whole pole fell apart. We had a lot of laughs that day over that, some beers too, and we ended up catching plenty of fish for all of our families to enjoy. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to miss. Actually, just spending time with him. And making memories. We talked about growing it all together many times, and then we needed each other. My parents wanted me to read a little bit. For us, he was a bright, shining star. From now, I will look to the night sky for him. For us, he will always shine. Scotty, we love you, and we will hold you in our hearts. Scott represented what is good in this world. He was loving, caring, kind, decent. He was an unapologetic, proud geek. He believed that there is something in the heavens that makes this earth work. In closing, I have many stories, too many to count. The last one I'll leave you with is his last post on Facebook. An excerpt of that post. It's very lengthy, so I'm not going to read the whole post, but new evidence is beginning to show us that everything is energy, and the result is indiscernible sound wave of frequency. Vibrational frequency creates the energy that becomes solid matter. Galaxies, planets, plants, animals, and humans are all just waves of vibration of this. In essence, we are literally united and one at the core. Our attendance here today shows our love. I'm sorry not everyone can make it, but regardless, I'm honored to speak on his behalf. And I will end with telling you every one of us should be half the person my brother was, because he was an amazing person, and I will try to be the person he would want me to be in his honor. Thank you.